I met the founding partner of Skims, Emma Grede, and these 4 marketing lessons that I learned from her changed how I do business forever. So these are my notes from having the conversations with Emma and also from her talk that I wrote down. And the first lesson from marketing is that hype doesn't pay the bills, repetition does. So something that was really interesting to me was to understand and now have the awareness, because what we would see and think from, for example, Skims launching nipple bra collection is that a way that they want to innovate and come up with these new things and grow the business with that kind of products? But actually, what I learned is from Emma that the nipple bra, for example, that is just like this viral hit or the PR moment that they are trying to come up with that. So they want the visibility, they want the eyes being on Skims and people going to their website. So what I understood and where I would compare that is that the nipple bra is like lead magnet to get people to the website, because what actually makes the company valuable, like Skims is currently multiple $billion company, is actually because of the regular women buying the basic underwear consistently and over again from their website. And that is what they also want, and that is their goal. So they only launch these viral things to get people's eyes on them. So I think that was just interesting, having the awareness of understanding why they do those type of things. And the second thing that I wrote down, and what Emma said really bluntly, that marketing isn't even the icing on the cake, it's the cherry on top of the icing. Your business engine has to work first. So if I'm thinking about that, it's like minimizing the meaning or purpose of marketing compared to all the other stuff you have going on in your business. And I think what was really intriguing was that everything changes. If you think about Instagram on the time when Skims was launched, is way different platform than it is today. There has come a lot more social media platforms. The algorithm just has changed like millions of times after that. So the only thing that Emma said that she focuses and what won't change ever is the product. So she really said that the products, like that is the one thing that doesn't change, and you should always be just concentrating on making it better and improving it, and that people, when they see your marketing, they really also will talk about your product without you needing to ask them to, because it's just so good. So the takeaway from there is that marketing only works when the machine behind it runs smoothly. The next thing that I wrote down, that being Finnish or European is an advantage, not a limitation, because what I understood from her was that being European, being from east side of London, has been a benefit to her and to her success. So that was a way for her. I would even say that being a mixed woman has been like a benefit for her to actually separate herself from the crowd and really get ahead in business and in her career. So I think we might think those things as limitations, or I'm also thinking that English isn't my first language and I still want to grow globally, my business and everything. But understanding and hearing it from Emma, who is currently like one of the richest self-made women in America, I think it's just really important to understand that you can make it as your benefit instead of it being a limitation that you have. So your takeaway here is that don't try to look American or like become someone who you are not, or copy someone else's tone, because your values, your story and your background and the voice might be exactly what sets you apart. And the fourth thing that I wrote down, which was really inspirational, and I would say that just even the way Emma talked about this, when asked which one is more important, profit or purpose, she said profit all day, every day. Profit is more important. And I think that was such empowering moment to see a woman of color, saying those words so boldly and straight up without any hesitation, unapologetically, and shamelessly like stating that money is important and you should aim to make more money. And I think that was just a great reminder, because I'm a type of entrepreneur who talks about money, and people always try to make it look like it's a bad thing, or like you shouldn't be doing that and you should just be aim to help people and it's more about the purpose. But someone like her saying that just reminded me that it's like necessary for you to be able to help anyone, to actually help yourself first and make the profit in order to have the resources to then have the purpose and to fulfill on that. So profit fuels power. I think more women would be more powerful when they had highly profitable businesses. And it is just how it is, like the money gives you the power in today's world. So that was really a great lesson. And also the way that she said, like, if you look at her podcast or her content or whatever, like the interviews where she's been, you can see how confident she is and how well spoken she is. And I think that was also one really big inspiring lesson for me, because it's not just what she says, but also how she says it. And I think we can take lessons from that when we think how we present ourselves and our message, and be even more bold and unapologetic in our values and the thoughts that we share online. So your takeaway here is that if you want to make an impact, you have to build a profitable business first. So don't be afraid to ask for and make money. And it doesn't make you less meaningful, it makes you just more powerful. And I think just like women and entrepreneurs especially just need to hear that lesson and need to consistently be reminded of that. Please subscribe if you want to see more practical business lessons from an entrepreneur who is actually building and scaling at the same time as creating this content. See you in the next one.